with an exciting unboxing and first impressions of something I am really excited about. It's IPL hair removal, which if you don't know is actually like a laser hair removal that you can do and is safe for you to do at home. So I thought I would show you all about it because the lovely folks at Deess actually sent me one of their IPL systems to try out and see what I thought. So I'm going to do a kind of video on first impressions and tell you all about IPL and the Deess system. So you do it like kind of more intensely for 12 weeks and then you do it every month thereafter. So I'm going to be trying it out every week for the next 12 weeks, and then in 3 months time, which will be around Christmas time, which will be perfect for the Christmas season, I will come back with a bit more of a review and tell you how I got on with it, like some of the pros and cons of it and what I thought, in perfect time for you to get it for anyone for Christmas as gifts, or if you know someone who's dying to try it out but maybe hasn't gone for it yet, this is the perfect system to get for them. So let's get into it. So I'm going to take off the lid and I'm going to show you what you get in the Deess IPL system, and then I will go a little bit more into IPL and then how you actually use this one, and I will give you a mini demo of it. This one is a flash and laser. Please do not watch this video if you have any type of photosensitivity, like any photoreactive epilepsy, anything like that. Please do not put yourself at risk by watching this video because there will be flashes of light from the IPL when it obviously works on my skin. And same again, just be very careful if you are using one of these products. Check with your doctor and all things like that to make sure it's safe for you to use. If you have one of those disorders that makes you susceptible to flashes of light, just be safe. So disclosure out of the way. Inside the box is your user manual, which looks actually really cute. It's such a sweet little user manual and it's got loads and loads of information for you. And then you literally have the system itself, and then in the box on this side you have your glasses, which I'll show you in a minute, and you have your plug. So you do get this really cute pair of fold out glasses, which I think is so cute. They come and they're a fold out pair of actually quite cool glasses to wear, and then I like that they just fold up again, and the UV, what's the UV protection? Yeah, UV 400 protection on the glasses, and they literally just fold up to be tiny whiny. And then this is what the system itself looks like. I will do more of an up close shot of it. So at the end you've actually got the sensor that you kind of put to your skin like that, and then on the front you have your button that switches it on, and then your button to actually like activate it that you click, and then you've also got like a power like to signal that the device is actually on, and then the strength of what you're going for. You also have the port to plug in the charging wire. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about IPL, what it is and how it works, and I've got it on my phone just so it's quick, easy to read, and obviously I don't have to remember it all off key because I ain't that good. So they are supposed to be very popular and successful at reducing any hair growth for many people all over the body. Obviously don't do it around your eye area because the lasers and lights, you're not supposed to have that in your eyes. I know quite a few people, particularly with like darker hair, that find it so much easier and less hassle to use an IPL system than to spend every day shaving or getting a wax like twice a month, or like they just find it so much less work and it's so much easier to do. The at-home IPL systems are actually based upon very similar systems that they use professionally, but obviously these are great that can be used at home and not in a clinic. Like you don't have to be a professional to learn like to use them, but they emit intense pulse light to actually work on the principles of selective photothermolysis. I actually tried to film this video a week ago and I sounded worse than I already do now, and it wasn't working, and I really wanted to get this video up. But it basically causes thermal damage to any of the targeted chromophores by using light from a machine that cause impulses to actually exceed the thermal relaxation time, but it doesn't actually like affect your normal skin, so it just works below the skin. I like that the books that come with the Deess system actually give you a bit of a like what you should expect kind of section. So they say that immediately post your treatment you shouldn't see any significant side effects. It is normal to see a little bit of redness, which you can use like an ice pack or like some cool water to help with the redness, but that is like a very temporary thing because obviously you are zapping your skin with light. And it says for the first few weeks following treatment you may see some initial hair growth, but these are likely to be hairs that you've missed, because obviously depending on how hairy you are, how dark your hair is, how light your hair is, you might not catch them all in the first like bit of growth. And then sometimes these can be like dormant hairs that aren't in the growth stage. So between 6 and 12 weeks you should see a reduction in hair growth. However, some hairs may still not be treated because they are still in their growth phase, so it's important to continue the weekly treatments to catch the hairs that are in the growth stage. And then after 12 weeks you should immediately see a significant reduction in the hairs within any of the treated areas, and any remaining hairs should become finer and lighter in colour. And then with the monthly treatments, or you can do them as required. So for me, I probably won't need to do them monthly because I have quite fine blonde hair. I should be able to get away with it as needed, and then that can help you with your hair-free life. So it also gives you in this book instructions on how to test your skin, and then the recommended skin tone table, which I will do a bit more of like a zoom in on for you to see. But basically I have very pale skin and fair blonde hair, so they recommend that I use type 1 on the system, which is the very first after the power button. You have to clean the very top of the system here, and you clean it with like an alcohol cotton pad. So I've just used one of the alcohol wipes that you get in like hospitals or before you get jabs, that type of thing, but don't ever spray alcohol on it. Once it's plugged in, you will see like a power button. You might see it flash that little red light every so often. That means it's plugged in and you have power to the unit. So I'm very pale and blonde hair, so I'm actually going to start mine off on frequency 1 just because that's what the table suggests. I believe if you are new to it, you can start on frequency 1 and build up to whatever category it says you need on the chart, because obviously it's a bit different for everyone, and it will build up your kind of, not stamina, what's the right word, your tolerance to it, because obviously it's a bit different than just waxing. Like obviously when you first wax or shave yourself, you have to get used to like nicking or like the feeling of ripping off a wax strip, and same with this, it's exactly the same. So you can actually use this on a continual flash mode or a manual flash mode, and if you, I believe, press and hold the button, which is this button here on the top, if you press and hold this button on the top, it will do a continuous flashing mode. So every time you actually put it to your skin, the contact with the skin will make it flash, or you can do it manually where you just hold it to your skin and then press it. But when you press it to your skin, the little power button, if you can see it now, is like amber. Once you press it to your skin, it goes green, so you have to have the green on the power button for it to actually work and do what it says it's going to do and actually do the treatment. So what they actually suggest is you put your glasses on, make sure your skin is all free of any perfumes, deodorants, anything like that, depending on whether you're going to use it under your arm or you're going to use it like, I don't know, on your actual arm or on your legs, whatever. And then you can either choose to do it with the continuous or the manual. It's just either or, whatever takes your fancy, and then you are pretty much good to go. You want to try and make sure that you have like consistent sections. You don't want to overlap or underlap, if that makes sense. So you basically press it onto your skin, wait for the green light, and then that is all. And literally on level 1 you feel heat and nothing else. So you literally go to a different space and there's the flash, you get a little bit of heat to your skin, and then literally my skin feels a little bit warm, like I've kind of been out in the sun for a little bit. And let me turn the motor off because that's probably going to be really noisy on the audio. But you literally get a little bit of warmth, my skin feels a little bit like tingly, and that is it. And for my skin that is all I need, because obviously I'm very pale, I burn very easily. I'm actually really excited to start trying this out. And you basically go over your required section. So for me, I'm actually going to be using this on my underarms and my legs because I have very blonde hair on my arms anyway. I don't see the point in shaving or whatever, removing it, but I do regularly shave my underarms and my legs, so I'm going to be trying this out for the next 3 months on those areas and seeing how I go. My top tips for this: remember to shave before you use it, because that's what it needs to work on, is those sharp hair follicles. And then make sure your skin is free of any perfumes, aftershaves, deodorants, anything that you don't obviously want on your skin when you're shaving or waxing. You don't want it when you're using hair removal. So I am very excited to give this a go. It was pretty much pain-free for me. You got a little bit of heat and that was all, and I am the biggest wuss when it comes to waxing and things like that. I will leave a link to where you can purchase it on Amazon. I believe it's on Amazon for $89.99 right now, which, if you think how much money you spend shaving or waxing, that is like a bargain. The only thing I wish it came with was like a little storage bag, so when obviously you're not using it, it's not just like shoved in a drawer somewhere, it's all like kept together safe. But other than that, I am really excited to try it out for the next couple of months and see how I get on with it, and then I will come back to you within a couple of months with a bit more of an in-depth review, see how I got on with it, some of the pros and cons. So I'm excited for the next 3 months. Let me know down below if you've ever used like a IPL hair removal, or if you've ever thought about getting it done, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.